Hey guys, I'm back with another review. Today we are going to be looking at the Tokyo Marui Next Gen Recoil Shock FN Scar H, or if you want to call it heavy. I'm really looking forward to this. It's my first assault rifle that I've done. Kindly lent to me by my good friend Nathan Lover. If I didn't mention his name, I would get told off. He would not be a happy chappy, as this is his baby. Feels absolutely amazing. When you're holding it in your hands, it just feels great. Weighs roughly about 3.6 kilo. Construction is polymer and metal, so you have all this bottom, including the pistol grip and the stock, is your polymer, and your all metal top, including your barrel and your sights. We'll start with the features of the gun. We'll start from the back and we'll work our way to the front. So what we have first is the stock release, and you can adjust it into 6 positions. So you just press this button here and then you just pull it out like so. There is some numbers located just here. You can see those, and it 1 to 6, or adjust it to the 6 positions. Next you have the adjustable cheek raiser, so if you want to raise the stock for the cheek, you can do so by pressing that button. This one here is the folding stock release, so if you do want to use the gun with the stock folded, you just press that button in, fold it around, and then you can, a bit more close quarter sort of thing. And then to fold it back, you would just basically just pull it and it snaps back into place like so. Next up you've got like this nice textured pistol grip here. It's got a nice coating on it. Fire selector is ambidextrous, so obviously you have safe, semi and full auto. That is the same again if I turn it around. It's the same again on the other side. Ambidextrous magazine release catch, which is absolutely brilliant. Just above you have the bolt release. I'll explain a little bit more about that when I go through the magazine and the bolt system. Moving on, just up here you have, some people would call it the cocking handle, some people would call it the charge release handle, whichever is fine. It's very, very flimsy. You do have to be careful with that when you are operating it. It is quite made from flimsy plastic, so you're just going to have to be very, very careful. That is also used for adjusting the hop, so if you want to adjust your hop up, you would pull back on the charge. Just inside there you can see the hop unit, the little rotary wheel inside, so you can adjust it like so. Next we have the rail system. You have the side rail, there is one the other side, and you have one underneath. Great for grips, torches, lasers, whatever you want to put on there. And then at the top you have this generous long metal rail for your sights, whichever sight you want to put. Slightly to the front you have a flip up front sight. So yeah, if you want to use just the iron sights, you can use this one. You just press the button in and flip it down. 14mm counterclockwise threaded barrel. You can remove the flash hider, so you can just untwist this like so. You can take it off if you do want to put a tracer unit or a suppressor. From stock you do get a 14-inch and a 16-inch barrel extension. So the smaller one is mainly used for CQB sort of situations. Various sling loops on this gun. You have, if I spin it around just a little bit, you have 2 just here, located at the back here. And if I turn it over, you have another one which is located just here, which is a smaller one. And if I turn the gun to the front, to the camera, you have one which is just here and one just here. So that's cool. It's brilliant that there's one either side. Does come with a 90 round low cap mag, which is a TM magazine. It has this little bobble in it just here. So you'd fill with a speed loader, and usually magazines you'd have like a little window where you'd open it and you'd fill. So you'd fill this one with a speed loader. As it's a recoil shock, I'll give you a demonstration and I'll explain a little bit more about the bolt release and the mags. So what you would do is you'd put your magazine in the gun, as you know, and you would carry on firing, fire. When the magazine is empty, the gun will stop working. It will just stop. You'll get nothing from the trigger, no response or anything. What you'll do is you would take your empty magazine out, get a fresh magazine, load it into the gun, and then you would press the bolt release catch, or you could cock the cocking handle, and then that would allow the gun to carry on firing. So it's just imitation, basically. It imitate a normal gun. What I'll do next is I'll go ahead and I'll put a battery in, and I'll give you a demonstration of the recoil shock. So to do so, you have to push out this little pin, which is just here. You just pull that out, and then you would pull off the back, and that would expose the mini Tamiya connector. So go ahead and put the battery in. This is a 7.4 LiPo. You do get limited space in the stock, so that sort of size battery would be brilliant, basically. So you just go ahead and slide the battery in, and then plug her in. Like so. And then, obviously, when you've got a full magazine, you take your magazine into the gun, put it on single shot, and there you go. You hear the sound. Now you have nothing. Nothing is working. So you would release the magazine. You take the magazine out, put a fresh magazine into the gun, like so. Then you press this button here, which is the bolt release. You hear the click, and then carry on firing, and then obviously it stops because it indicates that there's no magazine, ammunition in the magazine. You can add various accessories to this, like I said before, whether it's grips, lasers, torches, whatever, but I do have one to show you which is absolutely brilliant, and it is the SCAR's rocket launcher, or grenade launcher. What you would do with this is it mounts onto the RIS rail of the bottom of the gun. So if I go ahead and just show you that. So the bottom rail just here, it just slides onto the rail. Just have to be really careful, get it lined up so it's nice and snug all the way down, and it just clicks in place. And if I turn around, there are two clips just here. You just push them tight, so it's they're not on for some reason. Just open them back up again. You have to make sure, this is what I mean, you have to make sure you get this is locked in nice and tight, so you've got it, so it's not going to move. That's it, that's better, because the clips are nice and tight. You get that on like so. Then the next one, and then there you have it. There is a little catch, I keep turning it around, just here. So you'd actually catch that opens your shell drawer like so, and you slide your shell in. I do have a few various shells to show you, ones that you can use. First one is this one. What this is a what's called as a tag round. So you'd get like a little projectile that goes inside here, and then it would obviously be gassed with the little valve, and then when you fire the launcher, it would fire the tag round out, and it would make a really, really loud bang. They are loud. Very, very good fun. These two are similar, the same. You do have, they're called Moscart shells, 40mm Moscart. So you'd load into all these little holes. You would load all the BBs, like so, with a speed loader, gas the shell, and then that goes into your launcher, and then it would fire the BBs out of the shell. They're great for clearing rooms, or if you're that close to somebody, if you want to lace somebody, it is good fun. They are good fun to use. This one's very similar to this one, just the way you load it's a bit differently. You just take off the rubber front and load with a speed loader, and basically they're exactly the same. I forgot to mention the internals of the gun. Again, with it being a Tokyo Marui, brilliant internals. The hop chamber and the gearbox, all Tokyo Marui high quality. The motor is a high-speed torque motor with a mixture of speed and torque, so it's pretty standard, which is the long motor. The barrel is 260mm in length, so you do get a nice barrel from stock. Looks ace. If you can see, if I turn it around, you'll see the branding on either side. You do get the branding, the MK17 Mod 0 Cal 7.62, and you do get the FN Herstal and made in Belgium, which is brilliant. Absolutely love this gun. I say it about every gun that I review. I always say that I'd love one of these, but this, I would say that this is on the shopping list. I just want to say it has been a brilliant. You can upgrade it. This one has had quite a lot of money's worth of upgrades put inside. I'll just go over a few of them. I did have to write these down, the upgrades down, because I could never remember what they were. So to start off with, the first upgrade that I can tell you about is it has had an extended barrel put on. So if I go ahead and remove the flash hider completely, you'll see a nice long barrel on there. Usually it would be just inside where the threads are, just here, that's where it would finish, but that's the length of the barrel. Does give it a range increase, so you would get a lot more range and FPS. It has took it up to the 350 limit for this gun. It's had a, sorry, I'm having to read these off a bit of paper because, like I said, the upgrades, I could never really remember what they were. It's had a R-hop setup, so it's just designed for max range, and it's the ability to hop heavy BBs, because from stock you wouldn't be able to shoot heavy BBs with this. You would, I think 2.8s would probably be the limit that you would go up to, but as it's had a different hop chamber and hop rubber and bucking put in, you can go up to 4s with this, so you know that is brilliant. Another brilliant feature with this gun is the upgrade rather, is the ETU trigger MOSFET. It's a Titan Gate MOSFET, and it's an MGRS advanced system, so it can be controlled from your smartphone. So if you lay it down, it's the Bluetooth one, and it is brilliant. You can change all your settings, rate of fire, absolutely everything you can change on your phone. The motor is a Tokyo Marui, it's called a Samararium Cobalt. Super high torque, which is long motor, long type. It's also been modified to Dean's. When you do get the gun from stock, it is mini Tamiya, but it has been modified to a Dean's battery. That will allow for 11, so you can install an 11.1, but he is using a 7.2 in here at the minute. As I said, the flash hider can be taken off. You can put suppressors and tracer units. They will go over the barrel. That is roughly about it. I've spoke about the construction. I've spoke about the features on the gun. I've even told you what the upgrades are. It's been an absolute pleasure to review this gun. I've loved every minute of having it in my hands. It's been brilliant. Big shout out to Nathan again. It's been a pleasure doing this for you, mate, and thank you ever so much for letting me do it. If you have liked the video, give it a like and a thumbs up. Leave a comment, because it's always good for me to read the comments. Like I've said in my previous videos, if you've got anything to say, any comments, please leave a comment. Any criticism, if I've got anything wrong or if you didn't like it, tell me why. Tell me what I can do to make these videos better. I'm still learning myself, so when I've got a few more videos to do. I'm going to keep doing them. I do apologise as well if the camera isn't great. I do try my best with what I've got, and they are amateur videos, but I do my best with what I've got. But yeah, thank you again. Thanks a lot so much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care.